Hello and welcome to Brick System Brothers. My name's Nathan Masters, and today we are doing our What's at Walmart for February 2021. And this has now been expanded to be called What's at Walmart for Fans of Lego, also known as Waffle, if you make the acronym into a fictional word. And it's something we've been doing here on the channel just to take a look back. Even if we don't buy a lot of Lego at Walmart, we still end up there, Josh and I both. But actually, right now, I am out on a work trip, and I've been meaning to talk about this in the Q&A series, and I would like to in March, but basically, I'm out in the Great Lakes area, so today's clips are coming from Coldwater, Michigan, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Usually, we look back at Walmarts around the Northwest Iowa area, and then when I was in school in Ames, the clips were from Ames and Des Moines. So still Midwest USA, kind of regional, where we're actually looking here, but quite a little ways away from where we're usually in Walmarts. And I just wanted to mention these stores are in a different state, actually Michigan and Indiana this time. So yeah, without too much more here, let's just look at what was actually in stock. The first thing that caught my eye was one of the Lego art sets, the Mickey Mouse. Price the same, but it was at Walmart. Speed Champions Polybag and the minifigs. Collectible minifigs are finally up at $5 at the same price point that Lego has them. For a while they were lower. The other stuff on stock, some of the old 6 wide Speed Champions and a Creator vehicle. The Creator Rover still marked down to $32. I'd recommend that if you're looking for a good value, price per piece wise. And then some of the larger range sets from City, Creator, Mario up there in the left corner. We'll get to that in a sec. Some of the new City 2021, the tractor set that Josh has reviewed, and another new City set were there. And the third one is the camper. Walmart has those $20 range sets in stock. And this is all in the Coldwater Walmart right now. Some Dino, Jurassic World. This City set, I think this one is a little overpriced. That's a $60 set for only 400 pieces. Some of the Big Friends sets, and then this one is the set with the new window element, 3x3 quarter round, that I did a specific video for. I like that window a lot. I hope we see it soon. Interesting glamping friend set that caught my eye, and then some of the Dot stuff. Also related to Dots is the new Cupcake Party Pack. The Dots, it seems like good value, $25 for over 600 pieces. Keep in mind those are really small pieces. So I think it's still good value. And Ninjago Mech here, that's good value as well, 60 for 800 some pieces. You start looking at price per piece when you try to evaluate what Lego sets are worth getting. That's kind of where I like to start. So take the number of pieces, divide it by 10. That should be about your price. For the most part, a lot of Lego sets follow that rule. They're within, a couple dollars of that. Sometimes Star Wars is higher, but I feel like a lot of our Star Wars sets this year are doing okay. Some of the bigger ones maybe not so much. And the big Harry Potter sets still on the shelf. These are some of the sets from the reboot back in 2018, 2019. So they've been out for a little while. Interesting that they're still on the shelves in Walmart. Our Battle Pack was very popular. These two Battle Packs, I think, were both very popular. Mandalorian, though, was probably number one. Then there was a separate little island with the X-Wing and some of the little $10 sets. So these are some of the new ones that they are having out at the $10 price point. Blue Car, Microfighter, the Green Wheelbarrow is new this year, and then the little mechs. So these guys are popular. A good way to get a decent minifig for Marvel, and more stashes of the collectible minifigs. So that's Harry Potter Series 2 and CMF 21. And the last thing that I wanted to note from this Walmart is 42119, a little monster truck Technic set, 20 bucks. It has a new spring element thing for the wheels. I just hadn't seen this anywhere. I thought it was interesting. And then jump down to Fort Wayne real quick and look at the other thing that wasn't in many other Walmarts that I've seen. In fact, when we were looking for this with Josh back in January, we couldn't find it even at Target. But down there in Fort Wayne, they had the Jeep set, $50 set for Technic Jeep Wrangler, I think. And it was there in the Walmart in Fort Wayne. They had two on the shelf, and yeah, I don't know. I was kind of surprised to see that there. I thought that was going to maybe be a Lego exclusive or a Target exclusive. It's not really the kind of set that I would expect to see at Walmart. Similarly, with the Lego Art Mickey Mouse set, kind of surprised to see that on the shelf. That's something I really expect to see in Target or pretty much be exclusive to the LEGO brand stores. So that's what was at Walmart this month, at least where I'm from and where I'm at right now, and that's kind of over in the Great Lakes area. So a little bit further east than we usually look for. The size of the Walmart, you usually got at least one side of an aisle, sometimes both sides of an aisle, but just the shelf space there. Stock was decent. There were quite a few empty spaces where they weren't really filling that back up with new stock, but the mix of sets that are going from older to new was okay, I think. Especially some of the 2021 stuff that you do want to see out in the stores while it's fresh and while it's new. Those little, they're not really small, but like the Star Wars X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, back in the $40 and $50 price point is something we haven't seen for quite a while. So recently those X-Wings and TIE Fighters have been up around the $60 and $70 price point with more pieces, but not really as accessible to maybe smaller scale collectors that just wanted a movie accurate TIE Fighter. It's good detail, minifigs, but not necessarily up above that $60, $70 price mark. So coming back down to 50 is a good move. I think a lot of people happy to see some of those iconic vehicles kind of being scaled back to maybe closer to where they started when they were first released as LEGO products. So like I said, not necessarily buying a lot at Walmart this month, just keeping an eye out for clearance deals. That's something I haven't seen a lot of, even going back to right after Christmas, is when Josh and I usually go out to try to find sets that are marked down 50%, 60% off, and we didn't really see that this year at all. I think demand was significantly higher than it has been. Supply was probably a little bit shorter because of the COVID shortages, especially the plant in Mexico that had closed down. I don't know if that's still closed, but a lot of that production capacity for the U.S. was kind of limited throughout all of last year, 2020, and now going into 2021, depending if that plant is still closed or has reduced operation, maybe is causing a bit of a shortage on some of the stuff that would otherwise be in stock longer. The people that really wanted it would pick it up, and then the stuff that didn't really move would get reduced. Eventually that goes to clearance below 50% off and more. Haven't seen that very much at all for the past year. So I did want to mention that. There's still, the occasional clearance deal here and there, but definitely not picking up at Walmart as I have in the past. In any case, we will keep our eyes out next month. I think I'll be around this area a little bit longer, but might be roaming around a little bit, eventually getting back to Iowa and see what Josh has been up to. So we'll keep you posted next month on Brick System Brothers.